Coming into this game, the Shy is playing Quinn against Renekton. That's a good matchup. Renekton is going to be fairly useless this game, I feel. Bottom matchup is in favor of FunPlus Phoenix, but I don't think they can bully or punish enough. I think it's more about Ezreal Nautilus can keep Prio, and then Ezreal Nautilus at 2-item power spike is going to be better than Varus. So now if we take a moment to appreciate this point in time, what we expect to come next is that I expect the bottom matchup to shift a little bit. I think Varus ultimate is very powerful and definitely forces Ezreal to be on his toes. Bottom matchup, I think, can go either way. Both teams have options to gank. I think that's the biggest one. Both teams have options to gank. Quinn topside is going to be isolated, is going to win his matchup naturally. 2v2 mid, I think, is heavily in favor of FPX. Their 2v2 mid is really dirty. Mercury is such a good buy against Gragas Syndra, and they have no chance at all to kill Rumble. And Qiyana Rumble can just combo one target down. They have good burst, good damage, as long as Qiyana doesn't get caught. Meaning the fight starts with Qiyana getting comboed and one-shotted. Then I think IG can win, but as long as Tian doesn't fuck up that immensely, then the 2v2 Prio should be definitely in FPX's favor, and this has been a massive strength of theirs. IG have bottom Prio, so they collapse on this, but FPX want to take fights like this. They're very happy to. This is danger, danger, danger. Paolan getting shaved. The element. Oh! Okay, Gimgon has no flash. Another, okay. We talked about how it's important that Tian doesn't get caught. And boom. Protect your neck, Tian. The situation we saw with Gimgon's flash, these are the opportunities Gimgon needs to take and hope for the best. And depending on how you land your E, that is the difference maker. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Huge. Humongous what? Crisp is out of position heavily. So he didn't go for the dive, but then he walked around picking mushrooms and gets caught here. Rumble was hovering on the top side, that's all we know, because we just came out of the replay. IG with Prio on bottom are walking. Ezreal's TPing, he based and TP, and then they one-shot Crisp. Good ult here, and then the Gragas ultimate is also humongous before Ning dies. Then now the game state is very nice. Jackie Love is ahead, he's super strong, bottom should be heavily in IG's favor. Mid lane matchup is good for IG, something that you need to look for 2v2. Rumble, Qiyana need to look for 2v2 mid lane. Instead here we have a fight on bottom, Jackie Love is zoned off and IG are kind of skipping steps here. Ning is face checking and FPX gets a wonderful kill here. If you get pressured by a jungle like this, then you're super happy. FPX with a very, very nice approach here. I had the expectation that they are going to look to play into bottom side, but Gimgon is doing very well in this matchup to maintain Prio. And Dombi's finding timings to roam. Oh, Gimgon. Yeah, not like this. Okay, they're looking for the dive here against Doinbi. Tian is in position. Balan's also looking. Doinbi gets cracked in half. Big shutdown for Ning. Ning gets hit by Rumble E here. And then he's tanking the turret. He dies. 1 for 1, but... Jackie Love! Jackie Love! Then all would be good. Varus ult landed. You can just predict how this went. Hit, E, hit, looking for the Q, and then... yeah, so right now, the composition of FPX is definitely reaching a high. IG is just looking to split the map and trade, which is an IG special, where they are looking to trade, where they don't want to fight. FPX can work with so many different angles to find engages. So let's see how much this cleanse can do. Crisp has no flash. He does some dodgy mechanics. Oh, this is whoa. Jesus. This is a barbecue. Jesus. Look at Tian's position. Gets him into the wall, and then the barbecue is flirtatious. It's a nasty, man. It is nasty. Holy moly. That is crazy. And the fights are just gonna get harder, honestly. The fights are just gonna get harder because when they occur more frequently, when you have to contest space, and the fact that Quinn is so far behind makes it easy for FPX to finish this game. Because Renekton is gonna be completely fine in the split push. Quinn is not that far ahead. And Rumble, decimated. Absolutely decimated. Decimated. This is what we saw from FPX so far, is that they notified the threat, they understood the win condition before I did, put a lot of effort into beating Quinn, and they didn't play into bottom side, and it worked. Doinby had an amazing performance, honestly, in this game. Absolutely nutty performance. I don't know what they were dreaming about, but IG is just walking into this funnel. Look at this funnel. Look at that barbecue, man. Super Doinby wants to win the World Championship. Very well played from FPX, honestly. IG trying to find as much breathing room as possible, but FPX are just hitting Nashor already. They're hitting Nash, going down, the mountain, doing a lot of work. That's the wall, Ning getting ulted, Ning getting barbecued. It's understandable why you wouldn't go. Tishai taking a lot of damage. That's an ult on Tian. Tian got a target. He has stopwatch. And Baolan has no Alistar ult, so he's getting macarood. And IG kind of throwing the towel here. And FPX honestly massacre IG. Complete massacre. Doinby with the Rumble. Jesus. That was a quick and clean finish. IG looking for the fights that they shouldn't take. But then later, what are you really hoping for? Let's say they didn't take these shitty fights that gave the enemy this acceleration that made it a lot easier for them to finish. I think if IG let FPX breathe a little bit and wait for their mistakes, I think the game could have looked a bit different. But the composition here, genius. Absolutely genius. Mercury buy to go into Graga Syndra was beautiful. Rumble was super strong. The 2v2 was heavily in the favor of Kiana Rumble. Tian got caught a couple of times, but it was nothing in comparison to how many times IG as a team got caught. And it's weird because for the first time in a long time, I felt like Jackie Love was the best performer here on IG. And we have to think now, the Quinn didn't look too fancy. Quinn didn't get a lot of breathing room. And FPX knew exactly how to deal with this matchup. FPX hovered into top side, bottom didn't get a lot of attention, and it worked. So FPX showing a lot of diversity here, and they shut down effectively the Shy. So that's a really big thing coming into the rest of this best of 5, considering the Shy was the big monster boss that was supposed to play, and Gimgum was the one that was underperforming. So here I think Gimgum managed his wave very good on top lane, and that's what he has to do, right? He needs to look to burn the summoners of Quinn, and then boom, when Doinby comes in with the timer, Rumble is cutting it down. So that was the interesting part here, how you deal with Quinn. You burn Flash for Flash Cleanse, and then all of a sudden, even though your matchup still is kind of a stalemate, and you're going to get poked, but you have Tabi Ninja and Doran Shield, the lack of summoners is going to leave you vulnerable against something like a Rumble ult. So FPX, once again, this was a learning experience for me. This was super cool. Their management of treating Varus and draft is very nice, but usually in the meta where Kai'Sa and Xayah are, always Ezreal is the superior AD. So I think the adaptation would be that putting Ezreal on a higher prio, it always works. It always works. Ezreal is just too powerful, is too safe, and IG can play a top-centric game, and I think that can be super great. So this game is interesting because Blitz into Tam is It's a very scary interaction for Tam. If he fucks up, he gives enemy double kill. So he needs to make sure that he eats. So Varus tanks and then he gets eaten. In terms of scaling this time around, I think, you know, it's fair to say that a team with Vladimir is always going to be the one scaling better. But the enemy has Kaiser into Varus. There's some new interactions that people get reintroduced to, like a Kaiser Varus. Varus is stronger early. Kaiser, when she starts to get her upgrades, meaning Q upgrade, E upgrade around Ginzu, Manamune, Berserker Greaves, and potentially like a dagger or two. You get those upgrades, those juicy upgrades, and then Kaiser begins to outscale. But here we have a situation where Varus can get a lot of value. He has lethal tempo and he's playing against a lot of tanks. So if he gets to punch, he's not that bad either at hitting with Ginzu and Blade, hitting the Morde, hitting the Nautilus, and hitting the Blitz and Lee. The very beefy front line here, and Varus has very little to be afraid of. All the way they go, and Ning just standing on the wrong position of the bush, and he gets chopped in half. Okay, there's a slow, there's the boom. Okay, double TP. Varus out of position. LWX is already here. This is a 4v5. This is a 4v5. IG Ning is in the pool. The Shy does absolutely no damage. This is a Ruby Crystal Vladimir. It's a Ruby Crystal Vladimir! Jesus. IG's decision making and how they're taking fights is kind of wonky, because LWX is already committed to the situation and we have Jakilov in the bot lane. Double TP comes down. Boom, Domi was in the position. Also the fact that FPX have Nautilus and Blitzcrank makes them so deadly in fights like this early on. And then, you know, Vladimir, I'm pretty sure he hasn't based. He TPs onto this shit with a Ruby Crystal. Ruby Crystal! Look at Ruby Crystal Vladimir. Ruby Crystal Vladimir does absolutely no damage. No damage, Ruby Crystal Vladimir. LWX denies the Shy from getting a kill. Very sloppy from IG, very sloppy. FPX get a fight of their dreams. They have the perfect champions to fight this early. Perfect champions. Morde isolates whoever he wants. Nautilus Blitzcrank can focus one target down. Strong ultimates that help you in situations like this. And Vladimir doesn't want to fight here. Vladimir had the Ruby Crystal. He got the combo of his dreams here, but it's just he does no damage. Okay, so once again, IG, FPX as a team push out mid lane all the way together, and then IG are looking for an all-in on LWX, but this is something that you just can't do. Can't do. IG is looking like summer IG here. Morello buy for Gimgum. LS should approve because it's against Vladimir, and there's a lot of healing on the enemy side. Doinby going in when he shouldn't. But Kaiser's here, maybe they can tank up enough. Vladimir is not in position. Vladimir is finally TPing. He has Proto Belt, he's gonna do more damage than the last time. He has Flash on, he EWs, and that's the pull from hell! Woo! So with time, I think IG is going to be better. It's going to be tougher and tougher to deal with the Vladimir. And Kaiser is going to be the biggest threat here. The Shy in a very uncharacteristic position, just dying. The Shy having not such a good series, honestly. But whenever there's anything that relies on clean communication and teamwork, IG are just dropping the ball big time. And FPX is the complete opposite. Anything that comes down to teamwork, right now at the World Championship, I think they are the best out of any team. Their teamwork was really clean against Fnatic, and I was skeptical because Fnatic really didn't show up at all. They didn't show up to play and they were suffocated. But now the exact same thing is happening to IG. The FPX is just a whole different beast. So this looked like a maniac move because 2 TPs were already used. 2 TPs were used. They can look to just stall this out. But then Crispy Crisp gets ulted and rooted. So here they know the Nautilus is on the mid wave. He just queued the creep. And FPX, after praising all of their teamwork, after praising you, Crisp. Come on, man. they go into this fight a bit too quickly. Like here, usually the decision from FPX should be that they push IG out of this position because they can't force Nasher, and then just get them mid prio and then suffocate the enemy out, and then you are the ones that can force Nasher here. But instead they look for a fight. Doinby is not in position, and Crisp gets his neck broken in half. And then Gingoom, I don't know why he's refusing to ult. I thought he was just going to ult a target here and finish him off like Vaulan, but he didn't go for it. Gingoom gets smacked a couple of times and then Q'd and then rooted. And then here, what on earth happened to LWX? He has a null magic mantle here. Null magic mantle. Null magic mantle. And then the Gragas battle together with the Vladimir Q is just enough. Okay. Okay. The shy Vladimir. That's what happens when you doubt him. Tian. Doinby. AP Doinby. Oh. Okay, that's an ace. That's an ace. And IG recovers somehow with the craziest fucking maniac play I've ever seen in my life. FPX are gonna win so freaking hard as long as they don't run it down here. Here, Doinby just needs to push mid, they can look to push next, and then they need to catch, and IG is gonna be very out of position. FPX is gonna take all of this space. Jackie Love whiffs the Varus ultimate, tries to find Chris, but the man has Moby boots, he's quite fast. Baulan tries to walk up. Oh! Well, they don't have good ways. Oh, Jackie Love gets pulled in, but Rookie is over the wall too, and the whole gang is here. The whole gang is here. Lucian for Senna came in there and just... Okay, this might be dangerous. This might be dangerous. Jeez, what is happening? After those kills, you need to reset, baby. Look, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Yo, Baulan. What are you smoking, Baulan? It's such a disaster because, you know, the way I imagined fights was like Morde, ult the Tam Kench, and boom, no to the Zook to find the sick engage. But instead, it's Baulan just getting hooked. Baulan getting hooked. He can't eat, no to the Zook lands, and then just everyone's out of position. Here they're walking up, but Jackie Love can't walk up, and boom, Doinby with the one-shot to Rue, even though through Mortius survives on 1 HP for a little bit of time. Gragasul lands, Rookie finds a bit of damage, but then Kaiser gets the Q off, and that's enough to kill him, because Kaiser Q on isolated targets is too busted. Crisp is fishing, 4,000, 3,000, Crisp. Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay, it's a rough fight. LWX passed. He passed. He avoided the shy. He avoided the shy. Rookie? Oh! Jesus, the steal. FPX can end. They have so much time. 40 seconds. They can end. Our Rookie is looking to match the end. He has one tower, but Doinby can clear the wave very easily. Clear the wave, Doinby. Clear the wave, Doinby. Clear the wave, Doinby. Doinby! You have to clear the way, Doinby! TP, Blitzcrank is back, Blitzcrank is back. Okay, they're defending. Rookie is going in. Rookie is fighting. Let's go, Rookie! Rookie the cookie! Rookie gets one! GA! Oh, they don't have time to end. They don't have time to end. IG now in a superior position. Tamken's ultimate. But Doinby is very out of position. The hook doesn't land. Doinby is in trouble. Doinby manages to survive. Oof. The fucking stab from the Q. Gingoom fighting the shy. Baulan fighting. TP on bottom. TP on bottom. TP on bottom. Give us a second little monitor there, please, Riot Games. Show us what Kaiser's up to. TP gets cancelled. Someone's TP got cancelled. Kaiser's looking. Vladimir, can he finish his TP? Can he finish? He finished TP? Finish TP? Oh! Oh! The eat! The feast! An IG win! Jesus, what a game. Man, I got nervous there when Jackie Love's TP got cancelled. His TP got cancelled. And then, this is so close. If Vladimir TP doesn't go through because the turret falls, boom. LWX is the one finishing and IG tied the series. This is what a fucking game. This can be the difference maker between you winning a game and losing a game. Both teams in winning positions managed to throw it away. If they just continued in a very stern and solid fashion, they could have taken it away much easier. This was not a clean game by any stretch of the imagination, but we got to showcase a lot of good mechanics, a lot of good interactions between champions. We saw Tamkinch getting hooked, Crisp doing some crazy things, like his Blitzcrank was out of this world, honestly, crazy. Rookie with the Lucian mechanics, I think a beauty. Becomes a lot easier to play Lucian when there's not a puppy that is grabbing your ass the entire game, because that's the last time we saw Rookie's Lucian, and Rookie's Lucian is just magnifique, is really, really good. And then the Shy had a rough game, had moments of brilliance, had moments of this is not the Shy, and this is the light we need to put the Shy in, because the Shy, in my eyes, before this series, I was thinking best player of the tournament. So far, FPX have done a good job of nullifying him. And Ning as well. What a contrast of a player, you know. Sometimes he finds the engage of God, you know. The engage of God, hand of God just comes down onto his keyboard, boom, E flash. And he just gets the engage that just wins the whole situation. He caught LWX. He found the Elder Dragon Steel that could have been a game changer. There was a lot of things that Ning did so well that managed to keep them in the game, which is so important to highlight. So important to highlight. Super important to highlight. And Ning still manages to find ways to get caught. So the struggle here for IG is the fact that the early games are looking rough because FPX is playing more together as a team. Mid-game, when it hits, if they have a better teamfight composition, they seem to be able to maneuver themselves a bit better than FPX does in those fights. And then if they reach a late game where they are stronger, it seems also smooth sailing, because their first game, there was no point in the game where they are going to look stronger, because sure, they could find an advantage early, maybe with the Quinn-Renekton matchup, but early game is not the way through. FPX is just much stronger early game. They are way more controlled. Tian understand where it needs to be. They're pressuring together, Doinby, Crisp, and Tian. It is the classic FPX playstyle. Composition for FunPlus Phoenix, their way of engaging is going to be the Nautilus ult and finding Qiyana flanks. Always the same kind of trend. If you manage to find and break the mid tower, it's going to be very important, because you have a relative short range composition here with not a lot of tools of breaking a turret, because you have a Nautilus mid lane, a Gangplank, a Qiyana. Not a lot of people can hit the turret, only Xayah can. And it's going to be hard to hit the turret against the Gragas, Lucian, Ezreal, Jace. It's just too much poke. So IG looking for the fight. Jackie is nowhere to be found. He's very far away. IG look to poke. IG look to poke. Black Cleaver finished on Rookie, but I don't like this at all. Like, why do IG keep doing this? This is not the fight you want to take. GP ult is very powerful, and ooh, okay. Oh my goodness! Right now, IG's position is a bit better. Jackie Love is a bit far though, but LWX is kind of off in Zimbabwe here. LWX doesn't want to fight here. The Lantern is being used and IG are getting entry. The Shy dashes over the wall. The moment Crisp starts to channel his hook and the Shy is fighting. Once again, Qiyana manages to secure the objective, and the Shy is really horny for Gimboom. Like here, you know, you zone them off, but then the continuation here is kind of disastrous. Instead, the Shy overcommits, Doinby's in the pit, and it looks like a 1v1 situation. But of course, once again, Infernal Drake for FPX, and they're very happy with this. IG funneled themselves through a space that is so difficult to navigate. Like, they have a poke composition, they don't want to play brute force fights, and funneling themselves through this space against a Gangplank and a Qiyana is just too difficult. There are too many tools here on FPX that allow them to catch people for free, and the fact that Tian manages to one-shot Ning like this is crazy. Here, Ning just needs to fucking be awake. Like here, he needs to fucking stopwatch right away. Right now, just stopwatch. And it's a very good situation. Tian gets a kill, and then he roots the whole enemy team, flashes, exhaust comes, but Rookie exhaust here is not that great. And here afterwards, when Baolan combos in, this is not necessary because they just need to play on time here. They don't have vision over the bush. LWX has free space to walk, and he survives with 1 fucking HP. And then LWX is going to TP to Nash, and FPX is going to secure a free Nash. It's very hard for IG to find recovery because they have champions that don't scale super well. They have Lucian, they have Jace. Oh, look at that Tian! Whoa! FPX 2-1, cleanest game of today. IG have too many early game picks, and early game was not their strength. They have a composition that relies on poking, and they didn't play to that at all. With that being said, FPX execution in this game, wonderful. Their play around objectives, super good. IG managed to find a monster fight on the Rift Terror, but the fact that GP got first tower on bottom and FPX managed to always secure the objective, always kept them on even footing or slightly ahead. Then we had the big fights around Drake that IG consistently just contested very, very late in time, and they just got cut in half. They got funneled into this GP, Nautilus, Qiyana ult composition, and you have to think, why the fuck did they let go of Qiyana? So enemy team had Xayah, they had Qiyana, and these are just some of the most valuable picks in the game right now, and IG showing a massive flaw in draft. So that is a big, big problem. The way in for IG here is through Olaf and Galio. If they force that 2v2 mid lane and then spread that pressure, it is going to be a very smooth game for IG because the team fighting is so powerful later on. So powerful. Why not? I see them on the ward. Olaf might want to invade. No problem. I got you covered. Crisp. Even though, like, what the fuck is Ning doing here? What on earth is he doing here? Rookie and the shot like, yeah, we're gonna peace out, yeah? Maybe they said it in Korean. Maybe they said it in Korean. That's why Ning is like, running it down. This is... Now, even if Tam is not here, it's such a disgusting play. On every account. Even if Crisp is not there, it is a loss. And then, boom, Gimgoon, no flash, gets chopped in half. Here, and Ning has no summoner from level 1, no flash, and he dies to LWX. So here, good situation for IG, honestly. They should be happy about this. They should be proud. IG need to continue playing on that 2v2 mid lane, that beautiful 2v2 mid lane, especially now because Rookie has ult, so Olaf can just invade, face check, and get that Galio ultimate, and Galio can just be chilling in the mid lane, and he'll just do the heroic entrance, boom, and you'll be Gucci gang. So it starts with IG looking to just siege this tower, and then Baolan just... Did he just walk up too far? Like, what's happening? Baolan just walking up too far, get killed also. He gets eaten, but a good Galio taunt here. Maybe Jackalope could commit already. Maybe he could commit already here, but he's walking away from the barrel. Okay, use ult already. Nice flash here. Very nice flash from Jackalope, honestly. This type of fight, you know, 2 for 3, I think that considering Doinbi used TP, Gimgoon used TP, these are fights that IG are very happy with. As long here, IG are playing a bit of a dangerous game because the Varus ult. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Baolan! Look at that! Oh! Jesus! Okay, IG with the Magi on Kale. IG definitely drafting towards the strengths. I think that's very positive because this composition is all about finding those fights when you are behind on gold. This game started off so fucking crazy. You know, we have been looking at these fights and looking how IG have been winning these fights, but the level 1, disaster. Level 2, disaster. Level 3, disaster. Just disaster after disaster. Then the dives on top lane, disaster. So many disasters. There were 12 kills to 5, and FPX was 3k gold ahead very early on in the game. And it didn't matter. And now IG is diving. They have Kale ultimate, but it's being used on Baolan. What? IG getting zoned by the ult of Gangplank. So here, IG just can take it slow. Ning and Baolan just walking a bit too far in the front line. Here, FPX find a good clean engage, honestly, that Tian finds an angle here and IG need to angle themselves towards bottom, but they realize that they really can't go through this bottom side and they've overextended themselves quite a bit here. They need to be in this position already. Here, IG need to look to be here, but it's quite dangerous in some situations because there's Gragas battles, there's a lot of tools here that they can use to find an engage. Gragas battles, Gangplank battles, many battles. That's the point. And then Tian finds an angle, they didn't know the position of Tian, and they forced on mid, while IG tried to do this shenanigans while they tried to force on mid, bottom tower. What is this? This is IG, like, Jesus Christ, look at the time. The catering is closing in 20 minutes. If we entered right now, we'll be able to catch it. We have to shake the hands of our enemy, and then we just run over there. Because what the fuck was this? What's the thought process of this? Doinby in base? Well, it's like you're face checking with Kale and Kaiser. You're like, I smell gunpowder. I love the smell of gunpowder. And then boom, pew, you get this fucking battles to your head, man. That's just so disappointing. Jesus, what a way to make this game so cocktail. The Shy has a Banshee, and IG is the type of team that look to force a fight for no fucking reason. So they should just give up this inhib and be happy. Baolan looking for a flankeroo. Looking for a flankeroo. He looks for the flankeroo. Drakilov. The combination is disgusting, but it's working. Is it working? Is it working? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, the Shy. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's decipher this. So they look for an engage. Once again, he didn't manage to get the Tam Coco. He needs to get the Tam Coco. He's aiming for the Varus, but he needs to aim for the Tam Coco, baby. Aim for the Tam Coco. He gets the Varus, but Tam Coco eats him up. No problem. And then afterwards, look at this fucking Kaiser and Kale combination. The Shy ults him, but honestly, it just does no fucking damage. It's just trash here. No ult in, no damage down. This could have been a game winner here if he gets the ult damage off, because it's a shit ton of damage right now. It's like 600, level 16 Kale. If they get the ult off damage here, then boom, 3 people take 600 damage. That's a big deal here, a big difference maker. Then IG Jackilo tries to find the way in, but the flash of Game Goon and then a Q right in the forehead, actually an auto attack, and Shy tries to stay alive, does stay alive in fact, and walks away. They're looking to siege, but I think they should be looking to get Infinity Edge on Kaiser ready, because honestly, this posturing here makes me nervous. I feel like they're giving FPX an opportunity to find an engage, and here the Shy is just fucking popped. What on earth? What on earth? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? What? Zakilov, can you do enough damage? I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. I don't think so. FPX, can they look for end? Can they look for end? Ning doesn't have ult. He's pretty fucking useless. Oh. Oh man, FPX have it. They fucking have it. 3-1 FPX. 3-1 FPX. Holy shit. Ah! Doinby! I should have never have doubted you, Doinby. Holy shit. The Shy had a very rough series. Very rough series, getting caught a lot of times, and this is something that I did not expect from the Shy. This game was definitely winnable. FPX showed that team cohesion is more important than individual skill. But even on the level of individual skill, it is hard to say that anyone on IG outperformed anyone on FPX individually. They're going to be honestly a big contender coming into the finals, because they are doing a lot of things right. Individually, they all look super strong, and they also have some of the best early game teamwork that I've ever seen. Very interesting series. Very happy to review that. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching till the end my coverage of the semi-finals between IG and FPX. Tomorrow we continue with G2 versus SK Telecom, which is going to be a banger, and also it will allow us to build a lot of narrative for what's to come. Jesus, what a series. What a series.